I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next.
me.
Okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to Bedford, Indiana, to the City Hall, where we find one of our most hated frauditors, Craig, as he decides to invade the City Hall and make it his own. Well, after all, he paid for the City Hall, right? And he pays everybody that works in there, right? Wrong. Well, today's video is a split video. It has the frauditors' video footage, and believe it or not, there was a lady who decided to take out her cell phone camera and video him as he was being, how shall we say, a jackwagon, and he requested that through the Public Records Act. Isn't that something? So I like her video better than his, so I'll be showing most of her video as you watch this. But just relax and enjoy!
Hello.
Hello, can I help you?
Is this the mayor's office?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I was just wanting to document the area real quick, so I don't need any help from you exactly, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, what's your name?
I don't give it just for my own anonymity purposes. I like to remain anonymous, but is this where the actual mayor is?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering. Thank you.
And what are you videoing this for?
I'm conducting an investigation right now.
What kind of investigation?
I can't exactly disclose it because it's an open investigation, but
And who are you doing this for?
I work for the public.
Pardon me, ma'am. I do apologize for the intrusion by this buffoon, but he does not work for anyone. Matter of fact, he's an uneducated, unemployed frauditor, and the only income he has is by harassing good people like you each and every day, and then uploading the clips to YouTube where he is paid by ad revenue. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I know, but that's what happens in our society. In a free market society, you can make money in a variety of ways, and this is a loophole that this idiot has found because he's too stupid to do anything else. And he thinks he's protecting our rights and freedoms by doing this. What a bunch of bloody palaver nonsense that is.
Yeah, I can't disclose too much information right now, just for the purposes of maintaining the integrity of the investigation.
Okay, but you're coming into the mayor's office and not giving me your name, though.
Right, I know, but it's okay. I'm just here to document for a little bit, and then once I get everything I need, I'll just move myself along. All right. Let's see what we got here.
So what exactly are you wanting to investigate?
Again, just for the purposes of the integrity of the investigation, I can't disclose that information right now. But I'm sure that you'll hear about the verdict of my investigation in the near future.
So who are you with?
I'm just by myself today. I'm not with anybody right now. But there may be more people coming through to do similar
Oh, yes, indeed, ma'am. He's going to make you a YouTube star. All of his, I don't know, how many subscribers does he have? 20-something thousand? Yeah, all those bloody morons will see you on his channel. But that'd be about the extent of it, because not that many people watch his channel. And then he wants to make fun of my channel. Nobody watches my channel? Really? Well, I tell you what, Frauditor, you're going to be so sorry you said that one day. But I'm telling you what I'm going to do here. Because this is such a long, drawn-out video, I'm going to skip to the part where he has a interaction with the police. Because that's when it gets good, right? So let's go ahead and skip ahead.
10 minutes later.
So what follows right now is the lady that was there, and she was recording with her personal cell phone, and the Frauditor requested it as part of a public record process. Man, I'm telling you, I would delete that and you wouldn't know anything about it. Go ahead, try to prove I deleted it. But I think this footage is more interesting than the Frauditor's footage, because we get to see the Frauditor in action and expose what he really looks like. Roll that clip.
Because that's your personal phone, I advise you to stop it, because I can FOIA request every single picture that's on that phone, and by the Freedom of Information Act,
so
you have to give it to me.
So I can get yours too?
No, because I'm not a public servant like you are. You're paid by the public.
And I'm trying to work, and you're interfering.
You're not trying to work. You're harassing
your public records request.
There you go.
Okay.
Awesome.
Fill that out.
Awesome. All right, great. Well, you're dismissed. Thank you.
This is the front door.
There's a.
That's for employees. They're closed.
They're closed.
That's the front
So
door.
how am I supposed to fill out and turn in my public records request?
You can mail it, or you can.
You can go online.
Or you can go online and do that.
Go under How Do I? And
Front door. I see the door. What are you trying to tell me?
This is an employee entrance and exit. That's for the public.
This is for the public. This is how you get to the clerk's
They're
office.
closed.
They're not closed. They close at 4.
I closed them, and the administration has closed them.
Craig's a snowflake. He thinks he knows everything about everything, but he knows nothing about anything. Yeah, he's still a young guy, though. I think as he ages, he will find out what a jackwagon he really is. And perhaps, now I said perhaps, and I know that's a big stretch, he may grow out of this. But I don't know, man. As long as YouTube is paying money for this kind of stuff, he's going to keep on doing it. Yeah, as soon as YouTube stops paying money on this, they'll have to find some other form of revenue stream. It'll probably have something to do with YouTube, because YouTube makes it too easy for these idiots to make money. But in the meantime, let's carry on.
So it's not safe having you in the building right now.
Why is it not safe? Because I'm conducting a First Amendment protected
We
activity.
gave you all your options, and those aren't good enough for you.
No, I'm giving you an option. You can stop trying to violate my rights, or you can get a lawsuit for trying to kick me out of City Hall during business hours while I'm conducting a First Amendment protected activity.
You asked for a public records request. We gave that to you.
And I'm also asking for the public services that you provide to every other person. You're discriminating against me because I've got a camera.
That's not true.
Well, why is it? What is the reason?
Okay.
What is the reason? Go ahead, articulate it.
I'm not going to get into an argument with you.
Your ego is sore. I'm sorry, buddy. I can't help you, man. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, what are you trying to do right now? I'm trying to conduct my business. You're over here trying to tell me that I need to leave. This is a public building. You don't own this building.
You've got your form, okay? You wanted a public record request form. We've got that for you.
Yeah, Craig has a big chip on his shoulder, all right, and seems like he's just daring this cop to do something while he's got his little potato cam on. That way he'll have video evidence of it. That's why so many of these frauditors like to live stream just in case their camera is confiscated. Then they have proof because it was live stream and it exists somewhere on a server. Yeah, they're pretty smart when it comes to that, but the way they go about doing things is just unbelievable. And again, I don't understand how this protects our amendment rights and our freedoms here in this country. And my rights don't need protecting. My rights are just fine. You know what I mean? The First Amendment, the Second Amendment, and all the rest of them are intact They're not going anywhere, especially that Second Amendment. Man, could you imagine what would happen in this country if they tried to repeal the Second Amendment? You could forget about the rest of the amendments because people would go wild.
So you're
What do
free
you
to
think I'm
leave.
supposed to? Yeah, I know. If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. What are you going on about? Why are you here with me?
Because the people who work in this building have answered your questions, and they feel that it's free. You're free to go. There's nothing else we can do for you.
I am free to go. I know. If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. So why are you still here? Honestly, ladies, you guys probably just should go back to work. I'm not trying to bother you.
No, thank you.
Okay, well, that's fine. I see, and I can't force them to do anything. I can only
That's
advise.
right, because they are not employed by you.
What are they, public employees or private employees? Do you
They
get
answer
paychecks?
to they answer to
The people.
the
People.
city council, and the mayor.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do you answer to? The
To
mayor.
the city council and to the mayor.
Who do you think they answer to? I'm
At
the
the-
boss's boss.
When people vote, yes.
But
how
after
those
they
people are
vote, you guys
elected.
just go ahead and do whatever you want, right?
That's
Violate
right.
people's rights.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. The first time I heard it was probably about 6 or 7 months ago, and it was some stupid frauditor. I can't remember his name right now, but man, yeah, the first time I heard, I'm free to go, free to stay. Oh my God. If a cop tells you you're free to go, you should go. You should just go. Because that means what? You're not being detained. You're not subject to being put in the back of the squad car. Oh, man. Yeah, free to go, free to stay. But I don't know what this guy's talking about. Craig always talks about police violating people's rights. And he must have been in some kind of skirmish when he was younger, and he feels like his rights were violated. Perhaps he was a reckless driver as a teenager and lost his license, and that's why he hates the cops. I don't know. I can't figure it out. But a lot of times that's what cop haters are all about. They've had some bad experiences with the police, and now they hate them all.
Yeah, well, then open this place back up, because I'm not leaving.
Who you call Greg?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. You bring a camera around and public employees just can't do their job.
Sir, I did not feel threatened until
I know you didn't feel
got
threatened.
up on Debbie's desk and you won't answer questions as to what your business is.
That's my Fifth Amendment
So-
right to not answer questions. You know that, right? What's the first line of the Miranda rights?
What's your purpose here? What are you trying to
It's
do?
to conduct an investigation, like I told you. But what's the first line in the Miranda rights? Do you know it?
Well, two things here. First off, it's not Miranda rights, it's a Miranda warning. And the second thing is nobody's under arrest here. That's only read when someone is under arrest. But yeah, you have the right to remain silent, Frauditor. Please use that right. It's the Fifth Amendment. That's what you're searching for. The Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. Now shut your mouth, Frauditor.
I'm not going to answer that.
It's you have the right to remain silent.
But you're not under arrest. You're not being investigated for anything.
I still retain the right to remain silent.
But you're not being investigated for anything.
I still retain the right to remain silent.
All right.
Just as I retain
So
the
what's
right-
your plans? You just want to sit here till 4 o'clock?
I'm going to stand here until you leave me alone. Right now you're harassing me, you're bullying me, and I'm not about to get bullied by some guy who supposedly works for me, who's just sitting here dressed in a clown costume with a gun and a tape
You
on his
are
head.
threatening and harassing us, and I
What was
don't
the
want
threat I
him to
made?
leave. You're not leaving. That's the threat.
So being in a public office that I pay for
Yes.
is
You're
threatening.
not paying for this public office because you probably don't even live here, but the second part of that,
I'll be honest, people in Florida pay for this public office. Every
the
city in the
second
United
part of
States gets
that
grants from the
is
federal
that
government.
you come in and you're in our workspace and you won't leave, and I don't feel safe leaving you out here in the hallway.
I could certainly understand how women would be intimidated by this idiot. Yeah, what's his purpose of being there? He just comes in with a potato can, he walks around, he puts it in everybody's face, and he tells them, yeah, I can't tell you what I'm doing, I'm just doing an investigation. When I'm done, I'll leave, and don't push me around. Wow, that's a geyser of information. Well, I can't tell you anything. It's a secret investigation. Yeah, the way you're dressed, Anyway, my friends, that's what frauditors do. They walk around and they intimidate women all day long. Now, when there's men in the office, it's a different story. You see, he's not backing down to this police officer, but he's not pushing him either. Big difference there. If it was a woman, he'd definitely push her around.
Well, there's no trespassing law that applies to public property.
That's fine, but
committed a crime. So
if there's something here else that you need, let's figure it out.
I'd like to, but I'd like this clown to get out of my face. And I really don't even want to talk to you. My business is with the clerk. I'm going to fill out my public records request.
That's not what you do. The clerk
doesn't take that.
Who takes it? Who takes this?
We told you, you fill it out. You can do it online, or you can fill it out and mail it, and it comes to Debbie's office.
Okay, well then I'll fill it out and hand it to Debbie, but I'll do it as soon as you leave me alone, dude. Right now you're obstructing my investigation.
I'm asking him to stay.
All kinds of. We're not keeping you in here.
Right now, you're threatening me, or you're trying to. It's an implied threatening. You're saying, "There's the door. There's the door." I don't care. I know the door's there. What do I look like?
Oh, Frauditor, that's an open-ended question. What do you look like? Well, I'd like to really tell you what I think, but then my video wouldn't be monetized. And that's the whole point of putting videos up on YouTube, isn't it? We have to monetize. So for right now, how about if I just call you an independent jackwagon journalist? Of course, that's a stretch there to call you a journalist, but like I said, I want to monetize this video.
Okay, so if we take you into the conference room and give you a pencil, you're going to fill that out, give it to Debbie, and you're
I don't need your pencil. I don't need anything from you. Right now, I need you to leave me alone. If you think I'm a threat, if you really think that I'm threatening people in here, and if there's any evidence that I'm doing anything wrong, why am I not in handcuffs and in jail?
Because that's not what we're trying to accomplish here. Okay, we're trying to answer your questions.
I'm trying to tell you, I feel uncomfortable by your presence. You're armed. You've got a taser. You're asking for backup. I don't know who this guy is.
He's an employee here.
I'm the guy waiting to go to the bathroom down there is what I'm like.
Well, Greg, you can come on down to the bathroom, man. I'm not trying to even record you while you do it, brother.
Okay.
I
just didn't want to interrupt trying to get through.
You're good.
I'm the only police officer here.
Okay, that's fine, dude, but you don't need to be here with me because I feel threatened and harassed right now.
So does Denise.
Well, Denise, I wasn't even talking to her. She
came
down here on her own accord. I was out of Debbie's office on my own.
Okay.
I was about done. I just don't get what's going on.
You didn't come in here and ask for help. You came in.
Because I don't need your guys' help. What am I supposed to do?
But this is a public place.
I know, which is why I'm here.
So you're only here to harass us at this.
Unfortunately, ma'am, you are correct. He's there only for one thing, to provoke negative reactions from all the employees. And the more negative reactions he can provoke, the more clicks and views he's going to get on YouTube, which translates to more dollars and cents. It's too bad he doesn't have any sense, especially common sense. But that's how frauditors are. You have to understand, ma'am, that he's unemployable in the general workforce. Where would he work? Who would hire him? What's he going to do? With his attitude, who's going to hire him? Well, he may be fit for work somewhere where there's no interaction with the public and he can work by himself, maybe in a warehouse. He can stack boxes all day, or perhaps he could operate a machine somewhere, just work by himself all day long. Yeah, because he certainly has no interpersonal communication skills and he has no discernible job skills. So it's going to have to be something repetitive all day long, no doubt about that.
No, you cannot harass your public employees when you're asking them for help. This makes no sense.
Ask me for help. What can I help you with?
I don't need your help.
You just said that you can't harass me if you're asking me for help. So what do you need help with?
I also can't harass you if you come up to me and don't leave me alone when your office is upstairs.
My office is right where it needs to be, and you need to fill your paper out. And if there's any other business you need,
this is a pointless stand-up. I'm telling you, I'm not leaving until either you leave or until it's 4 o'clock and I've got to leave by law.
Okay.
And that is the only thing that's going on here. I've got 128 leaves on this thing that's rolling all day. I mean, if you have work to do, dude, I'd like to see you go do it, because I don't like to see my tax dollars going to people leaning on a heater in a public office harassing somebody with a camera who's not done anything wrong.
Okay, you've got your form.
I understand that.
Okay.
It's in my
I've
hand.
offered you the opportunity to go into the conference room and fill it out and turn it into Debbie, and you don't want to do that.
Because I don't take orders from you, dude.
Okay.
Craig is an anarchist, and anybody who doesn't agree with that just doesn't understand what an anarchist is. Yeah, he does not respect authority at all, and he would rather live in a society with no rules, no laws, no policies, nothing. Everybody can do just what they want to do. That's anarchy. It's anarchy. Would you imagine if you wanted to go to the store and people just walked in there and instead of paying for things, they just walked out with them? That's anarchy. That's anarchy. And he supports that, as well as other things that are way off the beaten path. I'm not going to talk about them here because, like I said, I'm trying to monetize the video.
So then your other option is to leave and go fill that out and then come back and turn it in.
And I'm telling you, I'll take the option that I choose to take when you leave.
Why should I leave if you don't have to leave?
Because you're on the clock right now. You've got a
He's
job.
doing his job.
Now, my job is to investigate him and you guys right now are obstructing my investigation. What happens if somebody obstructs your investigation? What do you do to him? Do you attack him and throw him in handcuffs and throw him in
Have I
jail?
put you in handcuffs?
No, but I'm not obstructing anything that you're doing. I'm telling you, you're dismissed, bro. I don't need you around here.
Okay.
Like,
I think I'm just going to stay here until we get this figured out.
All right, man. Well, that's fine. Then I think I'm just going to stay here till I get this figured out, because I can't figure out why a public employee would just want to stand here with a guy who's not doing anything wrong.
Why do you want him to leave so badly? Why is he
He doesn't need to leave. He needs to leave
intimidating
me
you?
alone. As far as I'm concerned, you go wait up at the top of the stairs and watch me walk out these doors. but
Why
I
are
don't
you
want
being so?
right here.
Why are you acting like that toward him? We asked him to come down here because I felt threatened, and here you are. You're still threatening and harassing.
I do apologize, man, but the moron thinks he has a right to do this, and he's asserting his rights. He thinks he's well within the constitutional rights that are afforded to him, particularly the First Amendment with his freedom of speech and freedom of press. Well, he may have freedom of speech, but he's not press. And most of these jackwagon journalists, or should I say so-called journalists, just don't understand that. They haven't a clue, man. They don't have one single clue. But this idiot will be leaving shortly. Thank goodness for that.
Nobody's
Do
threatening
your
me.
business
Nobody's harassing.
and leave.
Okay. Well, right now my business is to investigate, and right now the investigation isn't looking good, dude. Not looking good at all. So, what is it? 2 employees in the last year that you've had arrested at your police department?
I've not had arrested. No, I've had investigations, yes.
Okay.
I've done everything from the way.
Well, I'll tell you, something's a little bit different. This time it's my investigation. It's not you guys grading your own report card. And we're going to have a little bit of a different verdict on this. It's going to people in high places, man. And right now you're failing miserably. And you're the chief. You represent the whole, the utmost position in your department. This ain't looking good on your department, man.
Yes, he's already over. He's been trying to give me the briefing for 15, 20 minutes. Okay, thanks. Oh, oops. Okay, thanks.
We're leaving. Getting over here. Of course not.
Greg is coming.
Okay.
I think he got out by his house, so it'll take about, what, 5 or 10 minutes,
All right,
so.
good.
But he did ask if you have ID on you that you could show us.
What? Why would I show you guys my ID?
So we know who you are.
Yeah, I don't need to, though. I've got a Fourth Amendment right to be
Hey,
secure
Greg.
my person's properties, effects, and papers.
Oh, dearie me. Ma'am, you must be joking. A frauditor never shows identification. You really are joking, aren't you, ma'am? Oh, if a frauditor showed identification, that would be considered tantamount to, oh, we don't even want to talk about, oh, man. But I tell you one thing. Here's the truth now. If they showed ID, that's a violation of their Fourth Amendment rights to be secure in their persons. I don't understand that, though. How is showing identification a violation of Fourth Amendment rights? I don't get that. I don't get that. Well, at any rate, it's not for me to get because I'm not a frauditor, so I couldn't understand such complex matters. But thankfully, this video will be over in about 2 minutes.
Let me step outside here. Oh, big man stepping outside. All right, well.
Like, what is it with your attitude? I don't understand.
What is it with you accusing me of threatening you, man?
Well, at least
threatened
I feel threatened by you.
Well, that's your guys' feelings.
I'm trying to
Sorry.
do my job. I'm videoing you too. If you need something else, let me help you.
No.
If you don't need anything, God, I'm so
Don't need anything.
Why don't you asked him to leave you alone. Why don't you leave him alone?
He left me alone. This is the door.
So you're leaving?
You're not going to listen
Go ahead.
to his conversation.
Yeah, I am.
Well, now there you have it, folks. Stupid is as stupid does, and Craig's got to be one of the stupidest ones out there. He's not going to leave until he's good and ready, but it looks like he got ready pretty quickly. He said, I have a 128 gigabyte memory card and I can go all day. Well, I don't know about all that, but depends on how long your battery's going to last there, big boy. But at any rate, he did leave, didn't he? Yeah, he left all right. They should have locked the door right after he left. That's what they should have done, just to prevent him from getting any more ideas. But he didn't come back in. Now, I tell you what, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did. So many.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me. Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail, bro. Go ahead, put your hands on me.
Bro.
Put your hands on me. No reason to have.
I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm going to arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, ma'am. No, that's the law.
Salami hamdullah. Allahu akbar. Harknuikan dakra. Ula wala fafatay.
Greetings, Dr. Dave here. There was a great deal of confusion when I posted yesterday about my members only section. I will never charge to watch content on my channel ever. Let me repeat that. There will never be a charge to watch any videos on my channel. The members only section I was referring to is strictly for live streams. It's optional. You will never pay one single penny to watch anything on my videos or live streams. It's completely optional. If you would like to join the channel, it's up to you, but it will never cost a penny to watch anything on my channel ever. Now, let me get on with the public service announcement. Hello everyone, Dr. Dave here. Due to high demand and interest, Dr. Dave has decided to create a members only area for all his subscribers. Several badges and emojis are currently present. I'd like your feedback. What kind of badges and emojis would you like to see? And right now there's only one level you can join at. Let me know what other levels you'd be interested in. I really don't want to charge people extra money for an early view of a video. I believe that everyone should see the videos when they become available. But if you're really interested in something that I can provide, let me know and I will look into it. But for now, enjoy!